So hello everyone, how are you all? This is your favorite teacher Arindam sir and I again welcome you all to my YouTube channel Revision Learning. So today we will cover all the important daily current affairs of 7 and 8 June. So without wasting any time, let's begin. First, every year the World Pest Day is observed on 6th June. Second, the World Food Safety Day is celebrated every year on 7th June to remind people of the need to have safer and healthy food for disease-free life. Third, World Oceans Day is marked annually on the 8th June to celebrate the role of the oceans in our everyday life and inspiring action to protect the ocean. Fourth, World Tumor Day is observed on 8th June every year. Fifth, the RBI has announced that it has set up a Payment Infrastructure Development Fund PIFD of Rs 500 crore. To support multiple projects in India, the US International Development Finance Corporation is planning to invest $350 million in sectors of finance, health infrastructure, renewable energy and food security. Hero MotoCorp, the country's largest two-wheeler maker, on Monday launched an inaugurated online sales platform, eShop, in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic. National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development (NABARD) provided Rs 270 crore special liquidity facility to Assam Gramin Vikas Bank in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic to support the agricultural activities of the farmers. The roads near the border areas are of great importance in the current situation when Indian and Chinese armies are confronting each other in the eastern Ladakh region. The Uttarakhand governor Baby Rani Maurya assented to declare Gairsain as new summer capital. Delhi government has ordered to set up 24/7 help desks in all state-run hospitals to ensure smooth and hassle-free admission to needy patients. The G20 countries pledged over $21 billion to fight against COVID-19. The countries have so far injected $5 trillion in March 2020 to help fight global economic crisis. India and China held high-level talks on 6 June. The talk was initiated by India and was held at the border personnel meeting point in Maldo on the Chinese side of the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh. The Yale University recently released the Biennial Environment Performance Index. India scored 168 rank out of 180 countries. In 2018, India scored 27.6 out of 100 and secured the 177th rank. The Center for Science and Environment (CSE) has released the State of India's Environment 2020 report. For the cooperation in the field of space situational awareness and astrophysics, the Indian Space Research Organisation, that is ISRO, Bengaluru, signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the Aryabhatta Research Institute of Observational Science, Nainital. Wipro Limited on Monday announced a collaboration with IBM through which the Bengaluru headquartered company would develop hybrid cloud offerings to help business migrate, manage and transform mission critical workloads and applications with security across public and private cloud on premises IT environment. The Government of India has constituted Jaya Jetli Force that will work on the issues of women and child development. India loses 750 tigers in last 8 years. Madhya Pradesh reports maximum casualties according to the National Tiger Conservation Authority survey. US private equity firm Silver Lake to invest Rs 4546.80 crore for 0.93% additional stake in Jio platforms. Popular writer and lyricist Javed Akhtar has become the first Indian to win the Richard Dawkins Award 2020 for critical thinking, advancing human progress and humanist values. India is first in world to make internet-controlled robot. The robot addresses the needs of the hospitals treating COVID-19 patients. The robot has been named Corobot. Researchers at the IIT Hyderabad have developed a low-cost and artificial intelligence-based test kit for COVID-19. These kits can give results in about 20 minutes. HRD Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal launches information booklet Safe Online Learning in the Times of COVID-19 to raise awareness among the students and teachers. Ved Marwa, who had served as the former governor of Mizoram, Manipur and Jharkhand, has passed away at 87. Kannada actor Chiranjeevi Sarja passes away at 39. Former Santosh Trophy player Hamza Koya passed away due to COVID-19. So that's it for guys today. We will cover all the important most daily current affairs of the 9th June tomorrow. So till then, don't forget to subscribe Revision Learning and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any of our daily important current affairs. Stay tuned. See you.